Hello and welcome to my American Idol review and recap of last night's episode of the top 7 results, April 12th, 2012. Wow, what an episode. I wasn't actually home when it was on live, but once I got home, I turned on the TV and man, was it a show. Alright, let's get started. First, we had a group number, and they sang Raise Your Glass. This was okay, just an average cheesy group number, nothing special, but I do have to say, in X Factor in the fall, they sang this song, and I gotta say that the Idols definitely did it a lot better than the X Factor bunch, so props to them. Alright, then we have the Ford music video, which was just pictures. They actually didn't film video this week because of, I'm pretty sure because of Easter Sunday, and I'm assuming that the Idols actually had a day off. So I'm guessing they didn't have time for a video shoot, so they just, did pictures as the shoot for the week. Alright, so there's 2 guest performances tonight, which first was James Durbin, and he performed I think this is going to be his new single, Higher Than Heaven. I'm so disappointed James decided to make this his second single. His first single, Love Me Bad, is one of my least favorite songs, and this is one of my least favorite songs too, off of Memories of a Beautiful Disaster. I think there's a lot of other songs that would be a lot better for a single, but I don't know. So, this was just okay. I don't know, James Durbin, he always did creative things. Yeah, he had the little, sheet above, and then he had the mic that made his voice sound different, but other than that, and his hair was different, but I was expecting him to, be running around the stage with, flaming pianos and doing, his famous back bend, but, we got none of that. All we got was, the weird mic that made his voice sound weird, and I don't know, and oh my god, and whenever he tried to do the high notes, he couldn't hit them like he did last year. I don't know if he's, doing it so much that he, blew out his voice from doing it so much, he couldn't do it anymore. So, I don't know, but, I wasn't a big fan of James Durbin last year, but I did give his album a chance, and I've listened to it, and I think there's some good songs on there, but I just don't like his single, Love Me Bad, and I just don't really like this song. There's some other really good songs on there. Trying to think. Screaming, I really love that song, Screaming. I don't know, maybe just because I can relate to that song. The song May, oh my god, that song is so beautiful, the song May. I think it's called Right Behind You or something. That's a really good song. I don't know. I just not feeling the singles, but he has some good songs on this album. So if you liked James Durbin last year, I would definitely say check it out because I think you would like it if you like him. But yeah, it wasn't my favorite performance of his, and I don't know. He just didn't live up to all of his great performances last year. Because even though I wasn't a fan of him last year, he had some pretty good, outstanding moments last year. So I didn't think it lived up to his performances from last year, and maybe that's just me. Alright, and also we have Jennifer Hudson singing with Neo. I don't remember the name of the song. I don't know. I didn't really like this at all. I don't know. I like J Hud, but I just didn't feel the song. And her hair was in this weird braid updo thing. I don't know. I just didn't like it at all. Okay, so let's get on to the results. For the results, Skylar, Philip, Colton, and Holly are safe. Elise, Joshua, and Jessica are in the bottom. I was very disappointed in this. The only person I was really happy for being safe was Skylar. I thought Colton, Philip, and Holly would have been an ideal bottom 3. And it really, really, really pisses me off that I literally spent 2 hours of my night voting for Elise Testone, and yet she's still in the bottom 2. What the fuck? There's just no point then. She's just gonna go home in the next couple of weeks because, I voted. I know there's a lot of Elise fans that are voting like crazy because they know the fangirls are going crazy over people like Colton and Philip. And I'm just I just don't understand. What does she have to do to get America on her side? I just don't understand. And I don't know, but I was really pissed. And I don't know, I wasn't surprised about Joshua only because I don't think his fan base is as large as the others on the show. I think out of the 3 boys, even though he has the best voice out of the 3 boys, I would think that he probably is getting the least amount of votes, just because all the girls think Colton and Philip are so cute. I don't know, I don't mind, I'm a huge Scotty McCreery fan, but I don't love him because of his looks. I love him because of his voice. I just fall in love when a guy can sing deep like that. I just have this thing where when a guy sings deep, I automatically love him. And yeah, I mean, he's good looking, so I mean, it helps, but that's not why I like him. I like him because of his voice, not because of his looks. And I think fangirls really need to stop. Colton and Philip, yeah, they're good at what they do, but this is a singing competition. Their vocals are not as good as Joshua. Their vocals aren't as good as Jessica, or Elise, or Skylar, even Holly. So I really don't understand, and I really think Philip deserved to be in the bottom 3, but of course the fangirls have to be voting like crazy, which is ridiculous. And then I was pretty shocked about Jessica. So yeah, Jessica is in danger of going home. Yeah, Jessica freaking Sanchez. But, you know, when they said Jessica Sanchez, I was like, okay, I know they're going to use the save. And, like, she didn't even sing, like, literally 2 words when the judges literally run up on the stage to tell her that they're using the save. No surprise there. Like, seriously, like, I knew the second that Ryan said she was in danger of going home, I knew that they were going to use the save. I mean, there's no, without a doubt. But, okay, so I have this theory. And bear with me because it might sound confusing, but I'm going to try and explain it. So, I've never thought that Idol was rigged until now. Okay, I mean, I will be honest, I didn't vote for Jessica this week because I was just really caught up with a lot of things. I have been really busy the past couple of weeks, and I didn't really pick up the phone for her. The only person I voted for was Elise. And I don't know, I do regret not voting for Jessica, and maybe that people just didn't feel the need to vote because they thought she would be safe, but at the same time, I'm just thinking that this is like a producer's trick, and here's why. 1, they have to use the save because of the double elimination that happened back in week 12 because of stupid Jermaine Jones being disqualified, and then they had Shannon McGrain go that week too. And I think that with the voting rankings, maybe that the producers were getting a little nervous that the right person might be going home each week, because that's pretty much what has been happening all season since now. I mean, like, the right person has been going home each week. And with the judges needing to use the save because it would mess up the whole schedule if they didn't use the save, the producers know that they have to use the save. So I think that the producers knew that Jessica is kind of high on the voting chart, so why not put her on the chopping block and have the judges save her to get the save out of the way? And then with this, okay, I'm hoping you guys are staying with me, but with this, not only is this going to get her more votes in the weeks to come, because it's going to shock America, this is going to gain her more votes, and maybe she has maybe been in a 3rd to 2nd place spot with voting rankings right now, and maybe Philip and Colton are maybe a little bit higher than her, but with giving her the save, it will get her more votes, and America will go crazy. And here's another thing. It will show that someone who earns the save can still win American Idol. It's almost as if Idol is copying X Factor, as if they want Jessica to be the Melanie Amaro of Idol. I think Jessica still has a very, very good chance of winning this thing, or at least make it into the top 2, especially after this, because I think America's going to go crazy, and I think that people who are normal voters are going to make sure they pick up and vote the phone. And I think even people who don't normally vote, who watch the show, I think will pick up the phone for her, because they're going to be like, this is freaking crazy. And I don't know, like, I just normally don't think Idol's rigged, but I don't know, but I think at this point in the competition, I think they really needed that, because to keep the audience interested and to just prove a point that, like, a girl can win, and that someone who gets the save still can win, or at least make it to the finale. I don't know, I mean, I've obviously given a lot of thought about that idea, but I mean, that's just what I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too much about it, but after thinking about it for a while, that's just the only solution I can think of. I just don't really think she had the lowest amount of votes. And the fact that the whole thing just seemed so staged. Like, first Ryan tweeted, oh, it's going to be a shocking elimination. And, like, the judges, they didn't even seem that surprised. I mean, Jennifer used her acting skills pretty well, because she is an actress, too. But Randy and Steven were just kind of like, yeah, we knew this was happening. We were told this was going to happen. They didn't really act that surprised. Like, I've seen them act surprised before. When Pia got eliminated last year, I'm pretty sure they didn't know that, because they seemed extremely shocked last year when that happened. But this, they didn't even seem shocked. Even Jessica herself didn't even seem that shocked. I don't know. Like, I don't know if she was just speechless, but, I mean, she barely cried when the judges saved her. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just, she's just not that type of person to cry when stuff like this happens. But, I don't know. It seemed pretty staged, and it looked like everyone knew that this was happening tonight. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's rigged? I think this week it was a really good chance of that. I don't think Idol is normally rigged, but I think because of the situation that Idol was in, I think the producers just decided to do it. And I think they're going to get accused of the save. Tons of people are accusing them of having it be rigged. But, we'll never know. But do you think it's rigged, or do you think America just simply didn't pick up the phone? I don't know. So, alright, thank you. That was my review. I love you if you made it to the end of this. Alright, so follow me on Twitter at... I gotta go. My dad's here.